Happy Friday. Happy almost spooktacular. I am getting in the mood for sure. I feel like I have just been smiling nonstop for days because there are so many good things happening right now in my life. In terms of, I have been writing. I have been writing. Oh, and I look up and it's exactly 111, which feels like such a sign. I have also had a hummingbird visiting my window a lot, which is just makes my heart happy. A little bit of, yeah, it's like it's the fall vibes. And I know that the world is a dumpster fire and it often is. And there's sometimes a feeling of like, oh, if the world is suffering, I should suffer too. But something switched inside me 2 weeks ago, I think it was, just kind of like I am responsible for my own happiness and I am going to find it where I can get it. And that is what I am doing. So we're welcoming in all the spooky vibes, all the spectacular stuff, all of the little merch things. I'm going to pull up my Discord because we are going to go through, not group me, Discord, because we're going to go through some of the questions for coffee chat questions. Pulling those up. I also have a desk full of stuff because I'm going to do a little bit of a haul. But this hat that says Good Witch is in my merch store. And I have not actually added anything to the merch store since last October because, busy. But I have been having so much fun making merch for Spooktacular. So if you are looking forward to some fun new designs, and I also have been making designs for Preptober, which, like Rough Draft Challenge. So there's some fun stuff coming from that too. So I'll be announcing those things soon. But we're kind of in pre-party mode for Spooktacular because it starts on Wednesday. And basically, I am not ready to give you all of the details on everything we're going to do because it is still TBD. Because if you were here last week, I made a confession, so to speak, or I made a commitment, we will say a commitment, that I am going to do my very best, despite my personality, to to try to not announce things before they're 100% ready. But I want so badly to tell you all the things. So I will tell you the things that I can tell you, and then we will move forward. So thank you, Michelle says, I love your nails. So the kids are out of school today because um, because it is Fair Day in Texas. The Texas State Fair begins today. And if you are not familiar with the Texas State Fair, or you haven't heard me talk about it before, it is, everything's bigger in Texas, as they say. It is like a 4-week, almost month long, 4 weekend. It spans 4 weekends. And they give kids a free day off school and a free ticket to the fair. So Texas spirit in the fair. And we were not able to go today for various reasons, but we will go another time. We'll definitely go a couple of times. It is literally the best fair. It's like the Georgia State Fair is fun too. Like these are the only 2 state fairs I think I think we went to like a North Carolina fair and it was terrible, but I think it was more of like a local fair. Oh, a rodeo day, and kids would be showing their animals, right? So we had 4-H was a big thing in the country in Georgia, and I was thinking, man, we should be in 4-H because we have land. Maybe we should get some, like even could show our chickens. But yeah, the free ticket to the fair can be used any weekday. So we're probably going to go someday after school. But anyway, wanted to spend a little bit of time with Evie today. So I took her to go get our nails done. Plus, I have been wearing fake nails to make my nails longer. And I have been very used to either acrylics or to press-on nails, which I think are very cute too. However, I have this thing, and George, it's so funny because he's so observant of me. Sometimes I don't even necessarily realize it about myself. But if you have ever tried to type with really long nails, on some keyboards, it's fine. Some keyboards, it's not fine. My laptop keyboard has those little chiclet keys, and it's really hard to type on those keys with long nails. And he's like, "Whenever you get really serious about finishing this book, I know you'll go to short nails." And he was right. So I have gone to short nails. They're kind of like a dark purple. And in fact, I did a dip powder and they're so pigmented, you can see it on my cuticle. And the lady was laughing because it was getting all over her arm too. So I probably need to take just a little bit of not nail polish remover, but just like alcohol or something. But they turned out so cute. She did such a good job on them. And she's like, "Do you want to elongate them a little bit?" And I'm like, these are my business nails. This is when you know I'm getting serious about finishing a book. So I'll bring this up with Kat's question. I think Kat is here because Kat had a question in the Discord that she just put in today that I'm like, that's a perfect segue into talking. But yeah, when you're trying to finish a manuscript, and I like having long nails. I think they're just really fun and pretty, but I can type so much faster when yeah, you're here. Okay, I love your question today that you threw in the Discord. So thank you for that. Hey, hey, Casey, world traveler or country traveler. Casey's been traveling a lot. It's good to see you. So I have a ton of stuff to share about what's coming up in Spooktacular. We're doing more events than ever, potentially. But like I said, I can't tell you all the things because I'm not quite ready to make that announcement yet. So there will still be surprises to come up. However, I do want to give you a little bit of a heads up about just how many live streams there will be. So we're going live the majority of days of October. So just be ready for this. And as I said last year, show up for the ones that you can make it to. Watch the replays as often as you can. But anything you miss, don't be stressed about it because it's a lot. We're going to do a lot of live streams. But the more you can make, the more fun we will have. And I will make it as fun as possible. We have more giveaways than ever, more live streams than ever, more surprises than ever, because I just feel like I am embracing the fun of it, no stress. And that is also to say that on Wednesday next week is October 1st, and it's already scheduled in the live stream here on my channel. So if you go to the live tab, you'll see it already scheduled. And I just called it the summoning because it's like I'm summoning us all together. It seemed like a witchy, cool concept. So I called it the summoning. So next Wednesday at the same time of day on Wednesday, we will have our sort of kickoff for the Spooktacular. And that is where I will officially announce our full schedule. It's where I will tell you a little bit more about the giveaways. I will be doing an official cover reveal of A Mirror of Shadows. Some of you have seen it already, either through accidental oopsies on my Heart Breathings channel where I showed it, or if you're in the Broken Chapter Society, you've probably seen it already as well. But I will be officially showing you the cover of that. And today, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a haul. I'm going to answer questions. I am going to do the first of our giveaways. And actually now I can't remember. How do I do a giveaway, Angela? I think it's just -giveaway or /giveaway. Is that right? Yes. Okay. I am going to do a giveaway today. So I'm going to let's do #spooky. So if you post #spooky in the comments, I don't know that this will work for Twitch. I don't know 100%, but it'll definitely work for YouTube. You will be entered to win a paperback from me, a signed paperback. It'll be our first of many giveaways to come. So I will pick that a little bit later in the live stream. And then whoever wins, you can send me an email. But go ahead and try on Twitch. I don't know for sure if it will count you. I'm sorry to say. Somebody can Google it and see if it counts. Okay. So one thing about Spooktacular coming up is that there are some times that are going to be consistent throughout. So I can go ahead and tell you that. So we will be meeting at this time every single Friday, just like normal coffee chat, but they won't be normal coffee chats. So there'll be different types of things. We will not have, I don't believe we have any Saturday events. And I do kind of understand, like last year, the way that I arranged the Spooktacular was we did most of our events Thursday through Sunday. And then a few things like a few days open during the week, and then the weekends is where I concentrated stuff because I know a lot of people work full-time jobs and you can't always be here. Oh, homeschool knockouts, we got you. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see your face, Ebony. I love you. Um, so, uh, there this year I'm doing a little bit differently and I'm open to feedback, but in the end, when I started thinking about all of the events that are coming up, it's like doing it over the weekends was a little bit harder for me because the kids are home. That's when we have various other Google thinks Twitch entries count. So everybody everywhere, go ahead and say. But I struggled to keep up with the energy of all the weekends were booked. And so I'm giving myself Saturdays off. Especially because we have Preptober stuff coming up. So in a way, it's kind of like, because Saturday might be the one day a lot of people can come and, you know, I don't know. But anyway, Fridays. That is a given. Mark your calendars. We have a Google Calendar that's coming for you. Thank you. Shout out to Angela Hester, who put together the Google Calendar for us. So I will share that with you next week. And that will have all the links so you can follow the Google Calendar. You can get updates there. I'll also be sending out some newsletters, but I'm not going to send a newsletter to every single event because there's a lot of events. And not only is it a lot of emails to put to, like for you guys to get, but also it's a lot of emails for me to put together. So we will not have necessarily that. However, there's like so many giveaways. I'm just going to be showering you guys. And so next Monday or next Wednesday, October 1st, there will be a surprise giveaway that I think is so funny and hilarious, and you guys will love it. Oh, what's Spooktacular? Okay, we're going to talk about this just a second. Wednesday, we will announce all the details. I'll give you the grand prize giveaway, which will not be a huge support. Oh my gosh, that's true. October 3rd is Taylor Swift release party at the cinema. Is it during the day? Yeah. I forgot about that. I am not going to that, but that sounds fun. I did buy the album, so I will be getting it in the mail that day. But on the 3rd, I can go ahead and tell you that, sorry for anybody that will miss it, but some of you won't necessarily want to come to this because I know true crime is not your thing. But next Friday, we will not be having a typical coffee chat. We will be doing our annual true crime coffee chat next Friday, October 3rd. It's Mean Girls Day. Are we all wearing pink? Is that what you do on Mean Girls Day? We will not be mean. However, we will be exploring the disappearance of some girls and talking a little bit about some disappearance of Vanessa Shaw and some true crime stuff that has meant something to me. But I am excited for that. So if you can make it, and if you like true crime, I know that it is disturbing for some people and it's not your thing. However, you're in the UK. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably in the evening in the US, but if you're in the UK, you won't make it. But yeah, replay crew all the way. Have fun with Taylor Swift. It's going to be super fun. So maybe I need to wear some pink. Maybe a really dark / black pink. Is your whole wardrobe black, Jess? Just out of curiosity. So October 3rd is the day the hot guy asked her what the date was. I love that you guys know this. So we're going to do a case that has been one of those, sometimes if you're a true crime fan, there are just some cases that are in your head forever that you cannot forget about. And there are a few that I was thinking about because we have done, and I will answer the what's Spooktacular in just a second. We did the Villisca axe murders one year. We did the Amityville Horror House last year. And this year we are doing the disappearance of Chris Kramers and Lisanne Froon, two Dutch students who disappeared in South America. And it's going to be intense, but it's also going to be really interesting and a good chat. So if you are not, it is not for the faint of heart because it is true crime. But if you would like to be here with us, that will be next Friday. We also will be watching a movie together again, um, but we're gonna do a vote as to which movie. I have 3 different things in mind, and so we will talk about that. I'm trying to think what date that one is. That one's gonna be oh, that is a Saturday. That's the only Saturday is, October 11th. We will do that one at everything is gonna be at this same time of day. So, everything except for Twitch streams. So, I know I'm just kind of like pinging around everywhere, but I can't tell you yet which all the events yet because they're not set in stone. However, we'll go over the ones that will be happening for sure, which is every Friday we will have an event. It will be different potentially than regular coffee chats, but we will be here every Friday. Every Sunday, if you are in the curators, that is definitely one of them if you haven't seen it, or we could actually do I'll talk about this in a minute. I'm just, like, so excited, I'm, like, ping-ponging around everything. Um, what was I saying? If you are in the curators tier, which is the top tier of the Broken Chapter Society, we will be doing 2-hour reading sprints every Sunday at this time of day as well. And in a little bit of a surprise, you might get to have family sprints. So you might get to see Andrew, George, and Evie in the room as well for the first bit of it. So that'll be super fun. And so that'll be Sundays only for curators. Every Thursday night, actually starting next Thursday. So this is October 2nd. So October 1st will be our sort of summoning kickoff call on Wednesday. Thursday, back to Twitch streams, but we're gonna do them later than we usually do them. So I know if you're in the UK, this counts you out, but the replays will be up on my channel. But we're gonna do them at 10 PM Eastern time. So late night Twitch streams because doing them at 8 PM means I can't put Evie to bed, and she's really been missing me a lot this year too. I traveled too much last year for her, and then that 2-week trip to Australia really it just really was hard on her. And so I'm gonna make sure she's in bed and won't miss me at all. So Twitch streams every Thursday night. As it stands right now, I am planning to continue playing Silent Hill. I might start it over. I might ask you guys what you want me to do. Should we start over or should we keep playing? Because I don't even remember where we left off. It's been a long time since we had some Twitch streams, but that'll be super fun. And then what else can I tell you about already? I will say there will also be a special after coffee chat Broken Chapter Society event every Friday as well. So we will do an hour coffee chat time at yeah, come hang out with me at 3 in the morning. I know, but that might actually work better for those of you in, like, Australia, New Zealand, because 'cause it'll be more during the day. But oh, yay, welcome, Perla, so glad you're here. So we will have coffee chat from the same time, 4 to 5 PM Eastern, and then there will be a 15-minute break just to get up, go to the bathroom, etcetera, and then there will be, like, a coffee chat after hours, 45-minute live stream afterward, and this will be for all tiers. So everybody in the Broken Chapter, all 3 tiers will get there, and it might end up going an hour, but we're gonna try to keep it to, like, 45 minutes to an hour, the second live stream. So that is gonna be super fun. So let's talk about what is Spooktacular. So if you are new to this community and you have never heard of Spooktacular, it is the most magical time of year in the Sarra Cannon community. So I published my very first novel, Beautiful Demons, on October 29th, 2010. And that was 15 years ago next month, which just, oh my gosh, 15 years of being a full-time author. And I will tell that story a little bit more when we get to the actual 15th anniversary because we will be live that day. But it is truly one of the best decisions. E. Marie, hey girl. It is one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life to self-publish. And I wouldn't have you guys, I wouldn't have this community, and whether you have been around, I don't even know if anybody here has been around since 2010, but there's a lot of people that have been around since 2012, 2013, I know for sure. And I am just So grateful every day. And this is another thing that sort of hit me. I'll tell you this one story before we keep going on to what is Spooktacular. And like I said, I want to show you some of my like haul stuff that I got. But somebody asked, how do you join the Broken Chapter Society? So if you want to join the Broken Chapter Society, it's a membership technically run through YouTube subscriptions. If you are currently watching me on your phone or a mobile device on your app, there probably won't be a join button because the apps and Google don't always play well together. So what you'll need to do is open up youtube.com/at Sarra Cannon on a browser or on your desktop. And then you'll see next to the like subscribe button, there will be a button that says join. And if you can't find that, then what you can also do is in the description, it says like join the Broken Chapter Society. If you click that link, it will bring the membership tab up, but it just won't do it in the app. So you need to do it on your browser, like inside Chrome or Edge or Opera or whatever it is. Can't remember when I discovered your books. I know. 222. Sweet. I've been around from the beginning, Ingrid. I just love you. Thank you. Oh, 6 gifted 10 memberships. This is the perfect time. Thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. Congratulations to everybody who just got a membership. That is very, very kind of you and not at all like expected in any way, but thank you 6 for doing that. That is very sweet. Yeah, come join us, Broken Chapter Society. We've got lots of cool stuff coming up. There will be also for Broken Chapter Society. Yay, you made it. Welcome, welcome. For Broken Chapter Society, there will be some behind the scenes, obviously things that are going on, plus 2 bonus live streams for everybody that's in the top tier and 1 bonus live stream every week for people that are in the lower membership. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also will have, what else can I tell you about? That might be all I can tell you about. Everything else is a surprise until next Wednesday. And then I know what else I can tell you. So we have never had a theme before. So Spooktacular in essence is simply a celebration of my indie publishing anniversary. It is just the spooky time of year, coincides perfectly with writing spooky witchy books, and I just like to go all in on Halloween. Spooktacular used to be the last 13 days of the month, but it was a packed 13 days right before doing daily vlogs for NaNoWriMo on my other channel, and I was every year not being able to really make it all the way through the 13. I remember, does anybody remember when I was trying to play, was it Until Dawn or The Quarry? And I could not get the live streaming to work, even though I had practiced it on my Xbox. Does anybody remember this? I think this was 2 years ago. And people waited like an hour for me to start playing. And I think I played a little bit once I got it going. I can't remember. And then I started not feeling good. I think that one was Until Dawn again. I was playing that for the second time through. And when I got off the live stream, I had a fever of 104. And I was like, what is happening? And it turns out I had COVID. Oh my gosh. And that was like years ago. And it was just like, how is this happening during the middle of Spooktacular? Vanessa Paws is already in process of making her appearance, which is going to be amazing. By the time you guys get here on Wednesday, this whole room will be transformed. Vanessa Paws will be in service with us. She will be when I do my summoning, I will be summoning everyone with me. We still had fun. It's like in the chat, we will make it work. We will make it work. But it was just like, I think I was burning myself out. So we will start Spooktacular in this way. And this is one of the reasons I'm so grateful for this community here on YouTube, Twitch, like the Coven, all of you guys. It means so much to me. Shout out to Replay Crew as well, because I know this is a space where I can say, okay, I've got so many fun things planned. However, if some point we hit mid-month and I'm like, okay, this is too much, I'm coming down with something or I'm starting to burn out, probably the first things to go will be the Twitch streams. that'll probably be the first thing to go since that's more late at night. So if I have to let go of the Twitch streams, we will continue them on in November or something like that. But I'm hoping I won't have to let go of anything, but that would be the one thing that would go if needed. Because I feel like no matter what, I can show up for reading sprints because we're just like hanging out and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, the year I did the live stream at Disney was my first Spooktacular. Yes, yes. So that was 2021. Is that right? Um, you guys can find all this stuff, I think, still on my blog and here on YouTube. But we did I think it was maybe my anniversary day. I did a live stream from the Animal Kingdom at Disney World, and that was really fun. Although I don't know, you guys could hear me super great, but that was also fun. That was great. Uh, yeah, I've been thinking about sustainability because I get so excited in planning mode, but then I can't always follow through. And part of that I know is because I don't really have enough of a team in place. Like Angela's helping, I have really good friends. I have a VA team that is very part-time, like 10 hours a week, and they're helping a ton. They've worked already for me 20 hours this week. And I just know the future is me learning to give other people work to do on my behalf, but baby steps. We can't, even if we can see the ways that we need to change, does not mean that we can do it all in a day. So baby steps, we are making changes. So one of those changes is to say, Spooktacular is going to be amazing, but if I start to lose energy or start to get sick, we will slow down a little bit. And I will let you guys know what that is, what that's going to look like. Okay. What else? Oh, I was going to tell you one story before we do kind of a haul and answering questions. So the other day, I was sitting in the car. So Andrew played his first baseball game of the season on Thursday night, and he did such a great job. And the growth that we have seen from Andrew over the past 3 years of playing baseball has just been incredible. I think I've mentioned this before, like my brother had a full scholarship to college pitching and was pitching 90-mile-an-hour fastballs in high school. Like he was just really like my brother Douglas was so good at baseball that he was hitting home runs and he was pitching 90-mile-an-hour fastballs. Like he was good at everything when it came to baseball. And my dad also was. So I think Andrew has inherited that talent and that gift because he is a great pitcher. He's a great hitter. But the very first seasons that he played, the first few seasons, he was with a team called the Rebels. And the coach there was good, but most of the kids had played together for a long time, and most of those kids had been playing like since they were in T-ball, and they all knew each other. And so Andrew was like the brand new kid, never played baseball before. And I think that coach wasn't really used to teaching somebody who was brand new. So we did get him some batting lessons at first and all that stuff, but the team was always winning. But Andrew was like the kid that gets struck out every single time. And I think it was really hard on him because he felt like if we lose, it's my fault. And that is a familiar feeling. But I told him, like, this is a team sport. It's nobody's fault. Even if you're the one who makes the error, we all are in this together. And so after a few seasons, we put him into like the lottery so that he could just get a different coach. And he's been through, I think, 3 or 4 other coaches besides that original coach since the beginning. And I don't know if he's watching this, but I'm proud of you, Andrew. Sometimes they're watching upstairs. I'm very proud of you, Andrew. But he's been practicing so much. We got one of those like manual pitching machines out back. George throws with him, plays with him, and all of that stuff. And that was really, really good for him to have that time at home to practice, to work with different teams. He's been on teams that didn't win a game all season. He's been on teams that won half the games, all of that stuff. But last season, he was with a coach that was brand new to coaching, but that was very encouraging. And I think that was really good for Andrew too. But he wanted every kid on the team to get practice pitching. And so it was Andrew's first time in game pitching, and he just is a natural at it. So good, was striking people out left and right, just really great. And that's not really a surprise to me, but it was fun. So when we entered the lottery for the fall team this year, he got the same coach he had as his original coach, like, back on that same team with those, like, experienced boys. And now we're in the 13, 14 league, which is, we're starting to get up to almost high school age kids. And everyone's so much taller. Like even the coach's wife was like, I couldn't believe that was Andrew. He's grown so much. I think he's the tallest kid on the arm protection, and J bands are priceless. Okay. Well, I'm going to look into what a J band is. Thank you for that. So he's, everybody's like, he's so tall. So anyway, we've had a couple of practices. We had our first game on Thursday night, and Andrew got on base, scored first inning. Second inning, I don't know if I don't think he got to hit second inning. Third inning, he hits, makes it to first base, gets a runner in, gets all the way to home. I was so proud of him to get a hit in that first game. Like, it was a good hit. It was solid, which I don't know that he ever got a hit the first few seasons he played with those kids. So I was so proud of him. Then I thought I heard the coach say, Bittman up for pitching. And George was like, I don't think he said Andrew. I was like, I think he did say Andrew. And it turns out he did. So Andrew got to pitch the last inning and nobody scored against him. He had one kid that hit a pop-up fly against him and they caught it. So, oh my gosh, like, I was so proud of him. And so we had driven separately because I had Evie and George had Andrew. So after the game, I asked who wanted to ride home with me, and both kids wanted to ride home with me. And as we're riding, Andrew wanted to play some music, and I could tell he was really proud of himself, and I was really proud of him, and Evie was having a good time. And I'm telling you this story because I think sometimes, it's so easy when you live so much of your life online, especially when you're somebody like in the public eye, so to speak. Like, people obviously pay attention to what I do or say, and there's always going to be people that misunderstand you or want to criticize you or want to say you're doing things wrong. And that in the past has obviously been really hard for me. We've talked about that before. But in those moments, just on that drive home, and we're all laughing and we're kind of dancing and we're singing to the music, I just realized, like, I have for so long wanted and focused so much on, okay, how do I get to 80,000 subscribers, which I finally did. Thank you so much to everybody following me over at Heartbreak Things. I finally crossed 80,000 subscribers, which was very fun. But it's like, so often I'm focused on those external mile markers of success. Like, did I get 80,000 subscribers? How much money have I made this year? How many people are following over here? Is this going to be worth it? How many books did this sell? Oh my gosh, this isn't selling as well as it used to, or this person doesn't like me, or this whatever. And it's so easy to get caught up in what other people think of you, or whether you're meeting some kind of metric of success. And I have wanted that for very long, in terms of, I want the movie deal, I want the TV deal, I want the recognition and all of that stuff. However, that moment in the car really affected me, even though it's just one of those simple moments. But I thought, I feel such pure joy in this moment, that nothing in the world matters. I have no urge to check my phone. I have no urge to like record this or show anybody. I just want to be in this moment with my kids and feeling super proud of like his progress and how far he's come and that kind of thing. And when I sat down the next morning to do my tarot reading in the morning, I just always draw one card. I had the Six of Wands sitting in my kind of like manifesting bowl. For those of you that don't have, if anybody's new, you're gonna be like, what is she doing? But I have like a green bowl that was my grandmother's that I will sometimes call my money bowl, or like my manifesting bowl. And I will put little things in there. But I will put little things there. Thank you, Debbie. To help me think through what I want to manifest. Sometimes it's written on a bay leaf or a piece of paper. Right now, there's a candle that I have drawn on that has some of my goals on it. And I am always hoping for that Six of Wands card. And that I had a moment with Six of Wands cards the week before. And the Six of Wands is all about that like public recognition for the work that you've done. And that is what I feel like I am so often reaching toward, not because I am conceited or like all I care about is recognition. It's just that it's human nature and natural to want to do well at what you do, right? Like everybody would love to be the author at the book signing that has a line down the road, right? And I dream of that, but I feel like I have spent so much time wondering, why not me yet? Why haven't I gotten that? Instead of focusing truly on, oh my gosh, look at all the amazing things in my life. And sometimes it's just a reminder, those moments of like, here's what really matters. And I know that I seek some of that, yeah, that kind of validation because I didn't get it when I was a child. And I do think that it's a big thing for me to notice that in those moments, I'm starting to care less and less about that, even though I still want it. I don't feel as much like I need it. And it's those moments, like with my kids, here with you, having fun planning Spooktacular, showing up live, writing this story, because words for A Mirror of Shadows have been flowing, and it took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like I knew who this main character was and what her story was. But now that it has come, I've been writing 4,000 words a day, and it's so much fun. So anyway, I sat down yesterday morning, or no, this morning. I'm like, what is today? Today's Friday. To look at my tarot cards. And I just thought, I was looking at that Six of Wands and I thought, you know what I really want is the Ten of Pentacles. And if you're not familiar with tarot, the Ten of Pentacles is more of the like abundance and wealth, but it's also like gratitude. You've arrived, like you don't need more than what you have. It's a happy family, but like you have done the things and you don't need any validation. Like you just arrived, right? Legacy, right? Exactly. And I could see it in my head, like that's really the card that matters to me. And as I'm shuffling my cards, a card falls out of the deck and I turn it over and it's the Ten of Pentacles. And I just started sobbing because it was just a moment of like, my spirit called to that and it responded, and it just felt really magical because I feel like I have transformed a piece of myself. I feel like I have gone through some fire this past year emotionally, and I feel like somehow coming out of it and overcoming some of that internal obstacle is leading me back to joy in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. It's like I obviously there's joy, there's always joy, but it's just like getting out of this thought of like I need more or I need to be more or I'm falling short and getting back to just gratitude and excitement. It feels really good. So, uh in contrast, I drew all 4 sword cord cards in a 5-card draw this morning. Trisha, well, listen, you've got some breakthroughs and clarity coming. Something big is coming intellectually into your life. It's happening. Um, oh yes. I also hit my HB90 goal with that exam. Love it, love it. I do feel like, you know, even though some things are very heavy, sometimes in small places like this, there is yeah, I literally have a sticky note right here, Marie. I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but it just says, "Are you in your head? Are you in your head?" And I have been really actively trying to get out of my head and get into just the present moment and into the joy of it. So anyway, we're going to have some fun in October and November because it's just going to be awesome. And for those of you that don't follow me over at Heart Breathings, you can join us in the Rough Draft Challenge. We have a challenge in November coming up called the Rough Draft Challenge, and it's technically a writing challenge, but if you don't write, you could use it as a reading challenge, or you could use it as a journaling challenge, or like crochet or needlepoint, or any kind of creative project like painting or creating book covers or stickers or anything you want to do. If you want to do some junk journaling, whatever, you can use that. So if you want to come join us, come join us. Okay, let me show you some things. I saw Tiffany was here. Look at this super cute Hello Kitty that I got from Tiffany in my mailbox. It's one of the reversible kinds. How cute is this? I love it so much. It's so cute. I just adore it. So thank you for that. That was a sweet gift to come back to. I also got in my mailbox a couple of Kickstarter things that I had backed. So one of my best friends in the world, Rebecca Sampson, RK Sampson. How pretty is this cover? And look at the black edges. Like, isn't that neat? It just looks so good. And then there's artwork on the inside that is really beautiful. And she signed it. And there's a lot of cool headers and like dragons on the front or on the headers. It's just really neat. So I got this book in, which is cool. And then from my friend Leslie Penelope, The Bliss Wars, it's got this beautiful upraised like foiling on it. So beautiful with it's almost like a cloud or like water looking. So nice. So, oh, there's a bookmark too. She signed it for me. Isn't that cool? Do you smell it? So this is very cool. Also, I have not opened this yet, but look at this cute little Tokidoki thing. I know the lighting isn't great, but it's like a galactic cat Hello Kitty version, but she's got a cherry like boba with a Hello Kitty head on it. Can you see that? This is so cute. I have not opened it yet because it's going to be one of my like rewards for Rough Draft Challenge. So this, like, you can see it better there. How cute is this? There's a whole like collection of them. I'm dying. It's just so cute. So these are some of my rewards once I hit like 10,000 words or whatever for my stuff. So cute. So I'm gonna I mean, it's just the cutest thing. So I've got that coming and hopefully looking forward to that. But I usually set a goal for myself for like NaNoWriMo Rough Draft Challenge of whatever the final goal. So if it's 25,000 words, I will set a reward for if I hit it, this is what I get. And it's usually something big. Like I got a Kindle Scribe for myself one year, which kind of serves actually as a Christmas present also. But I don't know what I want to choose this year. I don't know. I haven't decided. But let's do a Walmart haul because this is so cute. If you guys, so these earrings came from Walmart. And they have tons of cute Halloween earrings. Like this whole set, like I'm sure they're not super high quality because they were only $5. But this whole set of earrings, 6 pairs of earrings is only $5. And these little bats are so cute. Like so cute. So that's one. Then I got these cats, the cat with the moon and stars. How cute is that? All of these are $5. Highly recommend a Walmart trip. These are like pins. So I'm gonna put these on my I love that you guys love ghosties. Makes me happy. You need to go get some of these, Rachel. They're so cute. The ghosts. Oh, sorry for the light. The ghosts are cute. And then more of these little ones, like a spell book, a haunted house, a little cauldron, the black cats. This little potion is so cute. And the witch hats. They're so cute. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't need this many more earrings, but they're so cheap. I couldn't resist. I had gotten this when I was in Australia. It's a Delphonics pouch. Oh, I got this at TJ Maxx. It's technically a hair clip, but it's like a skeletal hand with black fingernails. So it's living on here. But I think I'm going to take these little pins and put them on the front of this pencil case. I also got a new case for my work phone. And this is from Velvet Caviar, but it's kind of Wednesday-ish. Isn't that cute? So this is my like cute stuff haul. The other thing I got at Walmart is Hello Kitty clothes. This was like $14. It's so cute. I could not. That's a good color for me too. I feel like purple isn't always a good color for me, but this is adorable. And I'm wearing it more than just Halloween. And there's matching pants. Hopefully I don't mess up my microphone, but there's matching pants. How cute is this? And there's a mummy one too. I mean, I could not resist. They did have pants that were the mummy too, but they were way too small. They were, like, extra small. It's like, "Nope, I need, like, an extra large." These are cute, though. So that's some haul. I also did not I don't think I ever showed you guys because we were on a coffee chat break. Oh my gosh, the Netflix show with Kuromi and My Melody is so cute, but also I'm like, "Why is Kuromi so mean?" I mean, I know she's supposed to be grumpy, but she's she's, like, trying to destroy everybody. I got a few, like, crystals in when I was in Australia at the, Salamanca markets that I didn't ever get a chance to show you. So, these were mined in Tasmania. So, this green one is called Zaratite, and it was mined in the Lord Brassey mine in Tasmania, and it's just really neat. It's like that bright green goes straight through the whole rock, so I just thought that was kinda neat, and then I also got this quartz. I know it's not fully giving you guys a good view of that, but this is really fun. It's just very rocky textured quartz. Uh, this one was mined in Loon River in Tasmania, and this was $18 Australian, so that's like 10 bucks. I couldn't believe it. And then this one I was like, I asked the guy, I was like, "Do you think I'm gonna be able to get this home safely? Because it's very fragile, but look how gorgeous this is." Like, it's very, it's almost like little slivers of crystal. Like, oh my gosh, I wish that would focus better, but it's so beautiful. It's just incredible. So this I have never seen before in my life. It is called crocowhite, and it says, "A mineral emblem of Tasmania, mined in the Adelaide mines." How neat is that? I just think it's so cool. And you can see did you see that? It's like a little piece fell off. It's very, very fragile, and I asked the guy, I was like, "Do you think I can even get it home?" And he's like, "I will wrap it so nicely," and he did, and it was just incredible. Oh, it does look like a Life of a Showgirl. Forbidden candy, delicious. You knew I was gonna bust out some crystals. I had to. So, also, I'm gonna do an unboxing, but I'm gonna also talk, uh, because I wanted to answer the question. So, this was all the way back in May, and now I don't remember if I answered this from Akshara. What are you most proud of yourself for this year? I don't know if I ever answered that, so I left it up. You know, it's hard to say exactly what I'm most proud of, but I think in some ways I'm most proud of taking a break even though I knew that it was gonna slow down some of my growth and income for the year because I just needed some soul searching time. And taking that break and giving myself permission instead of being afraid that I would lose people, like be abandoned by taking a break, that really made me proud. You know what? I almost cannot believe HardyCon was this year. It feels like 2 years ago, but I am definitely very proud of HardyCon. I am proud of that day and how it went. I'm very proud of that. Um, but I would not have survived it without you, Angela. Angela made it all possible. But I literally just got this in the mail today. Look how cute the tape is. I did cover my address, but look how cute the tape is. This is from Archer and Olive. And I actually used Joshie Corinne's code to buy this. So we're going to unbox this. And then I can take this bag on date night. Angela, are these your scissors? I inadvertently stole Angela's scissors, and I know they're white, but I don't know if they're these. I feel like it's a different pair. Let me know, let me know if these are yours. You guys are still here. Thank you for being here. And I know it's not always logical, but there's just so often fear of like what happens. It's not those. I think they're in my desk. I'll resend them to you at some point. All right, let me move that over. So in the box, there is just kind of like a a little bit about Archer and Olive. Then there is a beautiful, like, I've never seen packaging like this before, but this is much prettier than like styrofoam, and it's probably recyclable. There's a true crime story for you, me stealing Angela's. That's funny. Okay, I need them back. Where'd I put them? I have to be very careful where I put scissors because Evie is in that stage where she'll just be like, I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to write all over myself. So she took all of my markers the other day when she was homesick, and she just wrote all over herself. I mean, you leave a child alone for literally 3 minutes and she's covered in marker. It did wash off, thankfully. Oh, where did you get your Hello Kitty glasses? So if you guys haven't seen those, they are here somewhere around me. I got them from Lynn's Altar. And here's what's so fun too. And I need to respond to them, but I posted a photo of me on Instagram wearing them, and the company reached out and asked if I wanted to partner with them. I need to respond because yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So this, even the box is magical. This is, how cute is this? I love it. This is from their Halloween collection. I limited myself to 3 things instead of buying the whole store, but this is, it's kind of like a leatherette feeling cover. And then it's, dot grid paper. I figured this is the perfect thing to just throw in your purse and have, to keep your notes in. You can see the color actually against the black. It's like a very dark maroon purple color of my nails. Woo. Okay. I was like, I know I have those glasses somewhere. Hopefully they're not getting crushed. If you have not seen the Hello Kitty glasses, these are the glasses. They're so cute. I have them in purple and pink, both. I'll put the company name in the chat. They're so cute. I love them. So I have glasses. I just went to like iBuy Direct and got myself a couple of different pairs of glasses because George and I think I've mentioned this before. We have 2 cars, but it's not like this is Sarah's car, this is George's car. It's just kind of like you just take whatever car you want to take at the time. Is that weird? Because I feel like that might be a little bit weird, but we don't think of it as like my car, his car. I don't know. But anyway, I kept being like, I'm going to drive the black car today. And then I wouldn't have glasses in there, and I can't legally drive without glasses. So I got one of those little things that holds glasses. It's normal. Okay. It's normal. It's normal. I wasn't sure because it's like my parents always had like, this was my mom's car. This was my dad's truck. But it just feels natural to just be like, this is our cars and we do whatever, whenever. Yeah. I have the kids' car and I'm a lone car. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So yeah, that's what we do. We say, I've got the black car. Do you want the white car or the black car today? Look at how pretty this box is. I feel like this box is just worth it. Just the box, the holographic, and then it pulls out. I'm so excited to see this. I'm so excited to see this. So anyway, I have a pair of glasses like on the visor in each of those cars, but those are for long distance because I can see fine up close most of the time, but I can't see long distance. But after last year, I had problems of, you're like, show me what's in there. I had problems with eye strain. And so I just had my doctor write a prescription for just computer glasses. So I was like, I'm getting Hello Kitty glasses just for the computer. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is beautiful. It has deckled edges. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. That snake with the coil. Speaking of Taylor Swift, this is very reputation coded. I love this so much. Jess, did you get everything? I feel like they probably send you stuff. This is just incredible. This is just white paper with dot grid and then their little ribbons that they have, and then a pocket in the back. But this is B5 size. Yes. Well, yes, this is true. I was trying to make an A5 size hardcover work, and it was not working for me. But I have been using a B5, this size notebook for my Project 49 notebook, and I love it. So I think what I wasn't loving at the time was the size of the hardcover notebook. We shall see. I am a fickle person when it comes to notebooks. Plus, this was so beautiful, I had to have it. But I think there's something about the B5 that is working better for me than the A5 size was. And I know Jess uses a B6, which is smaller, obviously, than a B5. So I haven't tried that size either. But yeah. Oh, well, ignore the ribbon hanging out. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is textured. Yeah, it's textured. It's very, very nice. And then finally, I only answered one question. Come on, Sarah, get it together. Kat said, and then I'll show you this bag. Kat said, do you ever use a D100 dice or the digital version of one to decide how long to challenge yourself with writing a scene, chapter, etc.? I'm just wondering if you've done anything like Kate Kavanaugh's writing experiments or the like hashtag 3-day 30K writing challenge. So I have not ever used like a D12 or D20 or any kind of die to do anything like that. I also haven't even ever used my tarot cards to do any writing. The company for the Hello Kitty glasses is called Lens Alter. It looks like Lynn Salter. I haven't done anything like that, but there's one of my favorite like booktubers is Throne of Glass. But it's Throne of Pages. Sorry, Throne of Pages. Her name's Bella. If you haven't seen her, she's just amazing and fun. She does like hour-long book reading vlogs, but she does challenges all the time where it's like, I'm going to spin a wheel, and I think I'm going to do some stuff like that for November's vlogs. Okay, so the bag. So this is, I don't know if this is the first time that Archer and Olive has offered a bag. This is not leather. It's kind of like vegan leather, and it has a little bat. The bat is what sold me. I love it. So it's got a bat. It's got the Archer and Olive symbol. It's got kind of a good structure to it. Looks like in shipping it got kind of gnarled, not gnarled, but like punched there. So I'm gonna have to let it sit for a little bit. But it's got a magnet enclosure and then just an open gold middle. And they call it a book bag because it's like, this is the perfect size to fit like your B5 notebook in. I love it. I love it. So this is my new bag for probably forever. I love it. So that is super cute. So that's kind of my like main haul stuff. I did get a couple of things from Michael's as well. But I want to answer another question. Okay, Louisa says, I'm working on my publishing strategy for my debut contemporary romance trilogy, and I was initially thinking of rapid releasing March, April, May, but with oversaturation and algorithm changes, would it be better to release all three on the same day for better read-through? Absolutely not. I highly recommend not releasing everything all in one day, because what happens over time is if you drop all three on one day, you just get one boost, right? And if you have the right kind of audience, that could be great. You'd see a lot of read through, all that stuff. But the beauty of releasing, maybe like rapid releasing or releasing them a few weeks apart or a month apart or 60 days apart, is that everybody that buys book one, that they're going to start telling other people. Then the next book comes out, you get another boost or another chance at the algorithm and triggering some of those key performance indicators. Then you get another boost when the third book comes out. And so it's kind of like, if you imagine like the wave is coming into shore. If you release all three books at once, you get kind of like that one wave onto shore, and then when it recedes, you have nothing else to offer. But all books will have a boost and then will pull away. And so when you have another book to follow it up, you get to go to shore again, and then when it starts to recede, you get another push on the third one. And you'll see that as you release book two, more people will buy book one, and when you release book three, more people will buy book one. Whereas if you just released all three, you'd get that one boost. And then unless you just happen to have something really take off, that's it. And now you have nothing. So I highly recommend not releasing everything on one day. It has worked before, but typically if you're going to do that, like all 3 books on one day, you would have a 4th book coming in a month and a 5th book coming a month after that. But if it's just going to be a trilogy, 30, 60, or 90 days apart, if you can do that, that'd be great. Yeah, your best marketing tool is your next book. There are some people starting to argue against that these days, although it has always been the staple of indie publishing. What would you say the sweet spot is for rapid relief? What's too soon, and what's too far? I mean, Kelly, it so depends on what genre, whether you're in Kindle Unlimited or not, what your current audience is. I don't think I can fully answer that 100% in like we're already 40 seconds over. However, I would say the sweet spot always used to be, and I'm going to be testing this a little bit, would be more like 30 to 60, 90 days, 30 to 60 days apart for the first 3 releases, and then 90 days apart after that. But when I released Sacrifice Me, the original first season, I did every 2 weeks, and that was really good of a boost, like a lot of word of mouth, but it was really hard because you have to think about more than just what's the best strategy externally. You also have to think, what's the best strategy for me and my mental health? So it really depends on so many different factors there, because 2 weeks almost broke me. That was too hard to keep it going, even though most of the first 3 books in that series, like the first 3 novellas were done, just all the promotion and the getting things to go, like it just was too hard. So a month could work, 6 weeks can work, 90 days can work. Anything after that, these days, some people wouldn't even call 90 days rapid release, but I do think it's a good interval still for most authors. But it's okay if it's every 6 months or once a year too. You just got to find what's sustainable for you, because rapid release is not as beneficial as it was 5 years ago, because there's just so many books in the market. So it's not a surefire ticket like it used to be, although it can still be helpful. Okay. Angela said, did you pick the Sapphire Gates as the first gates in the Shadow Demon saga for a specific reason? That's a good question. I think the only specific reason was just when I imagined Harper in that first scene touching her necklace, it was a sapphire necklace. And I honestly had no idea that there was a sapphire priestess. I had no idea there was like a whole order of shadows. Like none of that stuff was there in the first book in my mind. I had no idea that was true. And all of that became apparent as I began writing more and more. Like into book 2, I started to understand what was true, but I didn't have that world figured out. So it was literally just this is so true, Sally. I love that. Eventually I knew I would make a Virgo baby. And who knew that she was going to be September? I even bought all of this Peridot jewelry, and then she was like, you're not going into labor until September. Okay. One more question. We're going a little bit over, but also to show you this, I got a few things from Michael's because they were having a sale. And because I was getting some giveaway items for you guys, but I'm putting together this bullet journal, and they had all these cool stickers that are called Dead Regency. But look how cute. It's like the roses. It's very cute. Yeah, the giveaway was coming from Michael's. Oh, I can't wait. Will be a surprise next Wednesday, and I know it's going to make a lot of you laugh and like make a lot of people happy. So that'll be super fun. But they also have these papers. Like these are so cool. There's 2 of each. I just think they're really neat to use. Like, how cool is that? So cool. I love it. And it was not very expensive. And then I got this washi tape. So cool. Yeah, check it out. Do you guys have a Michael's in the UK? Is that a thing there? I don't know. Oh, don't forget today's giveaway. Oh my gosh, you're so right. I did forget today's giveaway. Dun dun dun. Totally forgot. You guys been entering and I forgot. All right, we're gonna draw real quick. This is for a paperback of your choice from my backlist books. Oh gosh, I'm going to pick again because Angela can get anything she wants at any time. We're going to pick again. I love you, Angela. I will give you one. We'll choose another. Gail, yay, welcome, Gail. If you're still here, hopefully you'll see this. If not, I know you're around in the community, so I will mention it. Congratulations to Gail. Angela Andrew says, "Poor Angela." I know. She can have any book she wants anytime. But Gail, congratulations. Just send me an email, sarah@sarracannon.com, with your address. I think I probably have it, but if I don't, then it'll just be easier if you send it to me. So congratulations. Go ahead and send me your mailing address and let me know which book. All of my books are in paperback except for After Midnight is the only thing. Yay, Gail, there you are. After Midnight is the only thing that's not in paperback. So just let me know which one you want and I will send it your way. Congratulations. Um, okay, so that is coffee chat. We're a little bit over time, but thank you for coming to hang out. Thank you for everybody watching on the replay. Somebody had asked, what does my shirt say? It says Cool Mom Club. And on the back, it says, if you hear me yelling, just know I said it 10 times already before I started yelling, something like that. It's just kind of a funny little shirt I got off of Etsy. But one last question I'm going to answer, because this is one of the ones that I wanted to answer. Kat says, would you ever consider trying to write a novel in 24 hours straight? So that kind of segues into what I'm doing next, because George and I are doing a date night writing date because the words are flowing. And I'm also going on a writing retreat for 3 nights next week. And I am going to attempt to write as many words as possible. I don't think that I mean, I could probably write a novella in a single night, like A Season for Hope ended up being maybe like 30,000 words. I wrote that in a day and a half because it just flowed out of me like crazy. So yes, I could potentially write a book in 24 hours, and I could keep doing it. Like I'm going to do some more fun challenges in the month of November this year for Rough Draft Diaries, just to make it more interesting. But I did meet A.K. Mulford when I was in Australia and got to hang out with her for dinner a few times, and they actually, I'm always like, so she's they, she, and I never know when to say she and when to say they. So I'm not trying to wrong pronoun someone, but we'll say they. They have a 3-day 30K challenge here on Discord, if you ever want to look up AK Mulford. And they love like just getting in and writing messy, but just as much as you can. This doesn't work for every brain because some people just cannot literally focus long enough to be able to write 10,000 words in a day, and that's fine. There's no judgment and there's no better or worse, but I am going to attempt to write about 10,000 words a day on my writing retreat. And part of that will play into what events we are going to have for Spooktacular, because I like to binge write. And part of the process for me is 10 months of thinking through it all and trying it and not working out. And then suddenly something clicks in terms of all of that stuff. And it just is one of those things that once it starts going, it just goes. And I just have to sit down and write. So when that happens, I want to take a time, going through to, to be able to sort of immerse myself and go away from the world for a few days. So I'm going to attempt to do that. I will let you all know how it goes on Wednesday. Will you vlog your writing moment, your writing retreat? I will probably vlog some of it just because it's going to be part of my how to choose your best writing process video series that's coming up in Preptober. So it's all coming together, but it's also like, okay, I got to make sure that I can keep my energy high and not burn myself out. So that is part of it too. But all I can say for sure, even though there's certain things I can't announce yet until I know for sure, is that next Wednesday at 4 p.m., we will kick off Spooktacular with a really fun giveaway for the OGs that have been around for a while, for Spooktaculars, as well as the grand prize entries, there are 2 different grand prize this year. And I will not be going to a scary cabin, I promise. And we will, at that point, be able to announce how to join all of the events, how to get into the Google Calendar, how to what all the events are going to be and what times they'll be and everything else. And there will be, again, a desktop. But we have the last thing that I will tell you before we go is that this year's theme for Spooktacular, usually it's just spooky, but this year we're going a little bit different, a little bit deeper on some of the like graphics and other things and theme. And this is going to be Spooktacular Dark Academia version. So you'll see lots of cool stuff coming that kind of are in that realm of dark academia. So I'm calling it like Spooktacular Academy. And there will be some merch going along with that and some giveaways going along with that. And it's going to be super fun aesthetic for the month. So I'll be sharing some special like wallpapers and other things with it. It's going to be it'll be a fun theme. And we'll be talking about different dark academia books and ideas and stuff like that too. All right, you guys, thanks for staying a little bit over, 10 minutes over. I'm going to go check out how the kids are doing and get ready for date night and everything else and kind of clear off all the stuff I just put all over my desk. But I will see you guys next Wednesday, and probably we'll do some updates in the Broken Chapter Society shorts. So Sunday night starts my writing retreat. Will be late Sunday night before I get started, but all day Monday, all day Tuesday. So if you want to see some updates and you're in the Broken Chapter Society, that'll be going out on your membership tab for shorts. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be a fun month together, and I adore you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.